Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this Firefly Funhouse discussion video. I suppose you could call it a theory video, but I had a few people getting in touch with me wanting to know why was Ramblin Rabbit asking for help. You might have seen in the latest episode he pops up with a little placard and Bray Wyatt pushes him back down. We're going to try and explain why is Bray Wyatt, Funhouse Bray Wyatt, trying to silence Ramblin Rabbit? And also, why is Ramblin Rabbit asking for help in the first place? This isn't the first time that we've seen this from Ramblin Rabbit. A few times now, he said he's going to expose what's really going on inside the Firefly Funhouse, only to be shut up by Funhouse Bray. So there's a lot more going on underneath the surface of what we see, and it is fascinating. I can tell you my theory on it and kind of where I am with it. I dropped this in a video the other day, but we can just kind of talk about it a little bit more here. I think that the Funhouse is going on inside the mind of the Fiend. I think it was Bray Wyatt. I think the person we knew has gone. Bray Wyatt of the past has now been consumed by his darkness, and that darkness, of course, being the Fiend. And now we're seeing inside the mind of the Fiend, and inside the mind of the Fiend is all of this that we're seeing, this fun house, and obviously the remnants of the past, what Bray Wyatt used to be, but they're represented in, like, puppet form now. So you've got, obviously, Ramblin Rabbit, which was the old promos. You've got Abby the Witch, that was Sister Abigail. Huskus the Pig Boy was the fact that he was so out of shape. It's kind of like how he used to carry himself, if you will. And then, obviously, you've got Mercy the Buzzard, who was Waylon Mercy, one of the biggest influences for Bray Wyatt. And, obviously, kind of a nod to his old character as well, and he used to wear those Hawaiian shirts and everything. So lots of references to the past, which is why it would make sense that it's all within the mind of the Fiend. And also, it explains why the Fiend was able to disappear at the end of the original Funhouse episodes. You might remember at the very end of the Firefly Funhouse, the Fiend disappeared. He was there 1 second, gone the next. Like, you can't really do that in real life. But you could do it within your imagination. And, of course, Ramblin Rabbit keeps getting destroyed and then coming back to life. Gets destroyed 1 week and then comes back the next. Again, that would explain that. And it might also explain why Bray Wyatt talks a lot about Limbo and why we saw them playing Limbo. And also why he's feeling pain now. It could be he's feeling pain because they're all trapped. Ramblin Rabbit wants help because he is trapped. He is trapped, I think, within the mind of the Fiend. Doesn't know how to get out. Doesn't want to be there. It is not fun in the fun house. That's the conclusion that I've come to. And, you know, we can even go further. You could even go with the idea that there is no Funhouse Bray. That is the Fiend in disguise. The Fiend in disguise. It makes a little bit of sense when you think about it, because he's always trying to shut up Ramblin Rabbit. We've seen that he is willing to lie. We've seen that a few times in the original Funhouse episodes. Funhouse Bray told us that the world wasn't round. Told us that the dinosaurs weren't extinct. So we know that we're being lied to. And as well as that, we also know that Funhouse Bray is got a dark side. You know, we've seen him take that mallet and smash Ramblin Rabbit, turning him into Bohemian breakfast spread. Like, that's not a very nice thing to do. So it could be that the Funhouse is there to recruit. It's a bit of a cult. He wants you to let the darkness in. The Fiend wants to take you over, and it's working. Look at the merch that we're buying. Look at how crazy we get when we see the Fiend. We are following him. We have let him in. So it is working. And that's exactly what he wants. He wants us to join them, and he wants us to let him in. So it could be that the cuddly fun house isn't really that fun. It's all about recruiting, and it's all about getting us to kind of let him in. And obviously Ramblin Rabbit doesn't want to be a part of that. Ramblin Rabbit, tired of being turned into Bohemian breakfast spread, really doesn't want to be a part of that cult, a part of the Funhouse anymore, but doesn't know how to escape, can't escape on his own, needs help. So that would explain as to why Funhouse Bray is keeping Ramblin Rabbit quiet, would explain as to why Ramblin Rabbit wants to escape, would explain what the Funhouse purpose is, would explain the fact why we never see Funhouse Bray in arenas, because it's all within the mind of the Fiend. It ticks a lot of boxes for me. Now, I'm not saying that's it, that's case closed. I'm just saying that's kind of where I am at the moment. There's other theories as well online. We've got Samuel Okoa and Jesse Callin. Both of them on Twitter are of the opinion that Wyndham could be trapped within Ramblin Rabbit. So Ramblin Rabbit is Wyndham, and we know that Wyndham is the key. That would then mean Ramblin Rabbit is the key to all of this. You've got to watch Ramblin Rabbit. You've got to listen to what Ramblin Rabbit is saying, because even though his promos in the past were rambling, maybe he's talking sense now. He clearly knows and wants to share information that no one else in the Funhouse either knows or wants to share. So Wyndham is the key, which might mean that Ramblin Rabbit is the key. Now, some of you watching probably asking, who is Wyndham? Wyndham is the real person that plays Bray Wyatt, the real person that played Husky Harris, and we've been told by Bray Wyatt on social media, Wyndham is the key. So just a nice little extra piece there. And as we said, you know, Ramblin Rabbit has got to be tired of being turned into Bohemian breakfast spread. We don't know how often that happens. Seemed to suggest it was happening on a fairly regular basis when we was watching the original Funhouse episodes. But those are my thoughts anyway. That's what I think is going on inside the Funhouse. That's why I think Ramblin Rabbit is asking for help. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. Hit the subscribe if you haven't already. And hopefully, I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.